Britain should be about British. All Muslims should go home. This country should be just white people and Christian. Stop! Genuinely, the only two things that make people think like this are trauma and bad education. The far right hate minorities because their mum and dad didn't love them properly growing up, and that is the plain truth. They have childhood trauma, so they have to project their pain unconsciously onto minorities. And currently there is a thread of hate going around for Muslims, so they jump on the bandwagon and they just use that minority in specific to project all their unhealed pain onto. It's textbook psychology, and it is very, very, very plain to see. I come from their same culture. There is so much trauma in working class Britain. Now, the bad education. Some of these people like Tommy Robinson, they'll say, I've read the Quran and this is what it says. Did you know that the Quran itself actually says to you that that only cleansed hearts will be guided and be able to understand the Quran? In a roundabout way, that's what it says. You can read the Quran and see horrible things, but you have to be horrible yourself deep down because you can't fully understand. You can't see properly with your heart because it's all rusty. If you go in to read the Quran and you unconsciously want to pick holes in it and you want to see bad things, which is what these racist people do, you will be able to find bad things. These people haven't even read the Bible. So much of the Bible is violent and reduces women to sex objects, and they can't do this, they can't do that, can't do that. It's the same thing. They're both translated from Semitic languages, so much gets lost in translation. Jesus himself, peace be upon him, was a Palestinian man from the Middle East. Our religion of the UK is based on a Middle Eastern religion formed in the Middle East. It's the same thing. Jesus didn't speak English. He spoke Aramaic. God in Aramaic, it was Elah. It's Allah. It's the same thing. God was praying to Allah because Allah is translated to God. It's literally just the Arabic word for God. Christians in the Middle East who speak Arabic, they call God Allah. It's the same word. Allah is not a separate deity. You're so dumb. If you just educated just a little bit, if you just educated just a smidgen, you would understand these things. And the whole, they separate themselves from us, they should integrate more. Well, just have a little bit of compassion, basic level of empathy. Like when you think about 9/11 and how that impacted Muslims in our country, like they have been faced with continual racist attacks and abuse and judgment and prejudice in their face every single day, from schools, in the shops, on the playgrounds as kids, everything. So they're bound to be, in general, a little bit worried about how people treat them. And then look at you, look at how you treat them. Look at your prejudice. You don't even know a single thing about their religion and whatnot. All you do is just slate it. You actually do find as well, like, if you just open your mind and start speaking to them, they are so kind and open. And yeah, of course you can get bad people in the faith, just like you get bad people in every single faith and every single culture. And people like you, like these far right people who's larg aloud, oggy. No, most British people don't like you. You set yourselves aside. You don't integrate with people well. You're antisocial. And you talk about British values. You only seem to be so concerned with value now that you're trying to violently force other people out of your country or scare them. You weren't concerned before. You don't have much up there. So, and if you're talking about values like respect, compassion, love, patience, understanding, care. You're talking literally about the values of Islam. Or, unless you're talking about drinking culture, getting drunk, taking drugs, eating unhealthy food late at night from takeaways, and you're complaining that Islam is not compatible with that, then put on your big boy pants and realise, maybe it's not actually that bad. How many times have you and your family members fallen out because of drunken fights and drunken arguments? How many members of your family have been addicts? How much does that type of culture help our young boys of Britain? The white young boys, if you like, if that's who you care about a lot. How's that working for them? Yeah. What's their state of mental health like these days? Is the system and British value system, as it's currently stood for all these years, has it been actually serving young men and young women? Like I said, this is not an actual argument of logic. It's about trauma. They need to try and feel better about themselves and their hurt inside unconsciously. So they pick out a person. It's like the classic bully. They need to pick out something or someone to put all of that hatred onto to try and unconsciously feel better about themselves. As a white British woman myself who is Muslim, I can tell you now that the oppression I have faced from our white British culture has been much higher than any sort of oppression I faced by any Muslim people or the religion itself. This value system of Islam is helping me in so many ways and helping me heal from wounds that our very culture has instilled in me and created illness in me. There is a way to still be British and Muslim, and I don't turn my back on the fact that I'm British and what that means to me. I love my family. I love my ancestry. I actually research a lot these days about my ancestry and white people's history. Islam actually has instilled that into me, that deepening of my roots and who I am and my soul and whatnot. It's not incompatible. Islam is not something of race. It's something of the heart. And I believe, because I live it, that actually having Islamic values as a part of our culture is only going to make British culture better. I swear to you, wallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please share this and speak about it. And break the spell. Because this is literally what it actually is about. May God guide us all and heal us all. And may everyone in the far right get access to therapy ASAP.